Hello and welcome. I'm really glad you're here. If you're listening right now, it means you want to understand English more easily. You want English to feel normal, not stressful, not fast, just natural. This is a calm space. You don't need to repeat out loud if you don't want to. You can just listen, or you can quietly follow the words in your mind. Both are okay. Today, we're going to focus on daily small talk, the kind of English people use every day. Simple words, short sentences, very common expressions. Small talk is not about deep conversations. It's about connection. It's about being polite. It's about sounding natural in daily life. And the good news is this: you don't need perfect grammar to do small talk well. You just need familiarity. So let's begin slowly. In daily life, small talk often starts with greetings. Very simple greetings. Nothing complicated. People say, "Hi," "Hello," "Hey." Sometimes they add something small. "Hi, how are you?" "Hello, how's it going?" "Hey, how are you doing?" These questions are not always real questions. Most of the time, people are not asking for details. They are being friendly, so the answers are usually short. "I'm good," "I'm fine," "I'm doing well," "Not bad." Sometimes people add a little extra. "I'm good, thanks." "I'm fine, how about you?" "Doing well today." You don't need to explain your whole day. Small talk stays small. Now imagine this situation. You walk into a place, maybe a shop, maybe an office, maybe a cafe. Someone looks at you and says, "Hi." You say, "Hi." That's already small talk. If they say, "Hi, how are you?" you can answer with one sentence, "I'm good, thanks." Or, "I'm fine, thank you." That's enough. Sometimes people feel pressure to say more, but you don't have to. Short is natural. Let's move a little deeper. After greetings, people often talk about the moment. They talk about the weather, the time, the day. For example, "It's cold today." "It's really hot today." "It's a nice day." "It's raining a lot." These sentences are everywhere. People use them with strangers, with coworkers, with neighbors. You don't need strong opinions. You can simply agree. "Yes, it is." "Yeah, very cold." "True, it's hot today." "Yeah, a nice day." Agreement makes conversation easy. Sometimes small talk includes time. People say things like, "Long day?" "Busy day?" "How's your day going?" Again, short answers are perfect. "Yes, a bit busy." "It's been a long day." "Not too bad." "Pretty good so far." You don't need to be interesting. You just need to be natural. Let's slow down here. Notice something important. Small talk is not about perfect English. It's about comfort. Native speakers don't think about grammar in small talk. They use familiar patterns, and you can too. Another common part of small talk is politeness. People say, "Thank you," "Thanks," "Thanks a lot." And the response is often, "You're welcome." "No problem." "That's okay." Very simple, very common. You'll hear these every day. Now imagine another situation. You see someone you know a little, not a close friend, maybe a coworker, maybe a neighbor. You don't want a long conversation, just a short one. You can say, "Hi, how's everything?" "Hey, how are things?" "Hello, how's your week going?" And the answer can be short again. "Everything's good." "Things are fine." "Pretty normal." That's it. Sometimes people add one more line to be friendly. Same as usual. Nothing special. Just the usual. These phrases are very common in daily English. They sound relaxed. They sound natural. Let's talk about tone. In small talk, tone is more important than words. You don't need advanced vocabulary. You don't need long sentences. A calm tone is enough. When you listen to English like this, your brain starts to recognize patterns. That's why listening practice is powerful. Now let's move into simple follow-up sentences. Sometimes after answering, you can gently return the question. For example, how are you? I'm good, thanks. And you? How's your day going? It's fine. How about yours? This keeps the conversation balanced. But remember, you don't have to do this every time. Small talk can end quickly, and that's okay. Another common small talk topic is work or daily routine. People say, busy today. Working a lot lately? Still at work? Simple answers. Yes, pretty busy. A little busy. Same as always. You don't need details. Now let's pause again. If you're listening and just following along, that's perfect. If you're repeating quietly, that's also perfect. There is no pressure here. Small talk also happens at the start and end of interactions. At the start, people greet. At the end, people close politely. Common endings include, have a good day. Take care. See you later. Have a nice evening. And the response can be, you too. Thanks, you too. See ya. Very simple. Notice how calm all of this is. No complicated grammar, no fast speech, just everyday English. As you continue listening, your brain begins to store these phrases. Later, when you need them, they appear naturally. That's the goal. We'll continue building on this in the next part. More situations, more everyday language. Still calm, still simple. Let's continue calmly. By now you may notice something important. Small talk is not about saying something new. It's about saying something familiar. That's why people repeat similar phrases every day. Not because they have nothing to say, but because familiarity feels safe. And safety makes conversation easy. Another very common part of daily small talk is waiting situations. Think about standing in line, at a bus stop, at a store, at an office. People often say things like, it's taking a while. The line is long today. Pretty busy here. These sentences are neutral. They don't ask for deep answers. You can reply with, yeah, it is. Seems like it. Very busy. And that's enough. Sometimes small talk lasts only 10 seconds, and that's completely normal. Now let's talk about casual comments. People often comment on what is happening right now. For example, this place is crowded. It's quiet today. Time is going fast. You can agree or gently respond. Yes, very crowded. Yeah, it's quiet. Yeah, it really is. Agreement keeps the flow smooth. Small talk also happens when people meet again. Someone might say, nice to see you. Good to see you again. Long time no see. And you can answer with, nice to see you too. Good to see you. Yeah, it's been a while. Simple, natural. Let's slow down again. Notice how most answers are short. 2 or 3 words. Sometimes one sentence. This is real daily English. Another common situation is asking politely. People say, excuse me, sorry, can I ask something? These phrases often come before a question, but sometimes they are part of small talk too. For example, sorry about that. No worries. That's okay. You'll hear these all the time. Now imagine you are leaving a place. Small talk often ends with polite phrases. People say, all right, okay then. Well, these words signal the end of a conversation. Then they add, have a good one. Take care. See you soon. You can respond with, you too. Thanks. Bye. And that's the end. No pressure, no awkwardness. Let's move into friendly but neutral comments. People sometimes say, not too bad. Could be worse. Can't complain. These phrases don't mean everything is perfect. They just keep things light. You can use them safely in many situations. Now let's talk about listening, not speaking. When you listen to small talk, don't try to translate every word. Instead, notice patterns. Notice how sentences start. Notice how they end. Over time, these patterns become familiar. and familiarity becomes confidence. Another common small talk moment is before starting something. People say, "Ready? All set? Good to go?" And you can answer, "Yes, almost." Just a second. Very short, very common. Let's pause again. If you feel relaxed while listening, that means it's working. Language learning doesn't need tension. Small talk also includes light opinions, but nothing strong. People say, "I think so," "maybe," "probably." These words keep things soft. You don't need strong opinions in small talk. Neutral is perfect. As you continue listening to English like this, you'll notice something change. English stops feeling like a subject. It starts feeling like sound, and that's where understanding grows. We are not finished yet. There is still more daily language to explore. More calm repetition, more natural flow. Let's slow down again and take a breath. By now, you've heard many simple phrases. Nothing difficult, nothing fast. And that is exactly the point. Daily small talk is not about sounding impressive. It's about sounding comfortable. When English feels comfortable, your confidence grows naturally. In real life, small talk comes and goes. It appears for a moment, then it disappears. You don't need to control it. You don't need to force it. You just let it happen. The more you listen to calm, everyday English, the more your brain gets used to the rhythm. You start recognizing phrases before you think. You understand meaning without translating. That's progress. Remember this. You don't need to speak a lot. You don't need perfect sentences. You don't need advanced words. You only need familiarity. And familiarity comes from listening. If you listen to this kind of English regularly, small talk will stop feeling stressful. It will feel normal. It will feel light. It will feel easy. You can come back to this audio anytime. You can listen while resting, while walking, while doing something else. There is no right way. Just stay relaxed. Before we finish, I want to say thank you for being here. If this listening practice helps you, please give it a like. If you want more calm English like this, you can subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like, leave a comment and tell me how this practice feels for you. Take care, keep listening, and I'll see you in the next one.